Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv and this is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. This is going to be your weekly energy reading carrying you through the energy of May 28th through June 4th. Happy Memorial Day to you and yours. Hopes that this message finds you well and in good spirits. For my beautiful Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello Leo. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members. Let's get crack-a-lacking. Leo, I've taken the liberty of getting your weekly oracle energy card, which is brought to us by the wisdom of the house of the night. And our main deck will be the modern way tarot. Let's go ahead and get into that. Your energy is the warrior. Wow. All right, so it's clearly going to be some battles this week. You're going to be the warrior. We'll see whether the cards indicate whether your warrior will be wounded or not. All right, I did take the liberty as well as going ahead and getting a angel number card. Instead of breaking down that from a tarot perspective, we're going to be going into angel numbers this week. There's going to be a situation that may cause you to be diplomatic. You have the great talent of finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others toward the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic in the energy of 2. You're gonna have to go to war or go to bat this particular week, possibly. You are the warrior, so let's get into this message. Whatever you are experiencing right now, all will be well. If your question is regarding love, this card represents someone who was deeply committed, protective, and kind to you. Friendship and love are sacred, Leo collective, and these qualities are important for a relationship to grow. If this person does not have these qualities, then move on, for spirit will send you someone with a true warrior spirit instead. Remember, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. There is another message here to consider, however. Do you embody these qualities in yourself? Now is a good time to think about how committed you are to your path. Very, very interesting that they went through that, because a lot of individuals love to be able to throw out what the hell another person needs to bring to the table, and they don't bring those things to the table themselves. Not saying that that's what the case is here, Leo, but just putting some fat on your head, because when you think about it, I get a whole lot of self-righteous individuals talking about what the next person needs to do, and then you get that one individual or many who has a long laundry list of shit that they won't do back. So while you're throwing those stones at the glass house, how committed to you, to yourself, and to being a good partner for the next person are you? If you are an individual who's lied, cheated, tricked, and deceived, then that's what you're going to get back. Period. You can expect something back. Okay, Leo, I do apologize about your video cutting out in the middle. As you can see, I was just talking and all of your cards came out. So I was wrapping it up and I got to the end. You, from what I understand, I was explaining about the warrior. So I'm going to go over all of your cards again, and then we're going to go from there. And I do apologize if this throws you off. Okay? So I was explaining what the warrior was. We did go through that. And then we got your cards, which was the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And one of the things that I was saying about this is that although you are going to be in warrior mode this week, you're going to receive something that brings abundance, and possibly someone wants to give you a commitment. And then I went into the Two of Wands and stating that this is the card of great strength and courage. So you are going to be just fine as it pertains to that. However, this thing that is coming back to you, you don't want. Okay, you don't want this. You are blocked out to receiving anything from this individual, person, place, or thing. This is not what you want, from what I understand. You are, excuse me, in an energy of blocking out your emotions for a reason. There is a reason why. You don't want whatever this is to harm you. One of the things that I was saying about the warrior card is that it stated very specifically in the energy that you should not only be focused on being the warrior from a standpoint of making sure, let me go back into that, making sure that you are a person who has those qualities that you seek. This is a card about learning to discern who is true and who is not. And it was stating that the other message to consider was, do you embody these energies and those qualities in yourself? So I went into an explanation as to how there are a lot of self-righteous individuals out there that feel like, you know, whenever they're not getting what they want, when they don't get the validation, when they're not getting what they want at home, they run out and they get it from other individuals, and that causes dissension and hurt and pain. So just as much as you are looking for that soldier or you're looking for that warrior, you also have to be one within yourself. And your energy around you is showing that not only did you cut your feelings off, but you feel left out in the cold. And this person made you feel that way, but justice is here. I went into the explanation about justice itself, Leo, and how justice will bring justice to this situation, but justice is fair and takes no sides. So with that being said, you know, there are some things that happen to you, but it feels like, according to the energy card, just as much as it happened to you, it could have happened to another individual. They could have felt like you were doing that to them. So I went into this explanation, especially when I went into the past, about saying that you were open to reconciliation and getting back with this individual in the past, although you knew darn well, according to the cards, that this individual was going to make you feel the same way they've been making you feel. And I was stating that that's a disservice to yourself, and it's definitely a disservice to them, when maybe what energy you should have been in was the Hermit. Let me check the camera. All right. So basically, in a nutshell, we can go ahead, and it's very clear that you have been doing some soul searching and trying to figure out what you want. Some of us figure out what we want, and we do that by ourselves. Others of us bring people along for the ride. All I am suggesting with this Hermit card is that while you figure out what Leo wants to do, maybe it is time that you do this by yourself. You can't bring on a straggler with you while you figure out what you want, because the bottom line is that you've cut yourself off. You've closed yourself off, and you are the Hermit right now. This is what you need to do, solo dolo, okay? Let's talk about what remains. What remains is that justice will come to this situation. What remains is that what is needed and on the menu right now is for you to pull your energy back to figure out what you want. What is also recommended right now is that you take the energy of the Fool and you examine why you did what you did and why. I'm going to get, because your video was cut off, I'm going to give you, I do feel like this is a relationship, so I'm going to give you a couple of these cards. Yep. You're heartbroken. The past returns. I told you. Either they're heartbroken or you are. But if they're returning, then obviously they want you back. And then we do have First Kiss that flew out the deck. This needs to be a situation where we're not looking at, I mean, yes, there's something very passionate and beautiful about the bond, but at the same time, you can't be in the energy of taking this person back just because They worship the ground that you walk on, and they tell you how miserable they are, or whatever that is, when you really should be in an energy of the hermit. Because you have some resentments and you're harboring some things too. And a lot of people fall in love with you because you fall in love with them. I'm just telling you, and I'm not even finna get down and have to battle. My observation and what I feel is my observation and what I feel about it. But there are very shallow people out there that falls in love with you strictly because you fall in love with them and has no bias or basis as to what the hell they're doing. In the past, change of heart. Back and forth is what this shows, over and over again, and clarity. See, you're being guided to clear the thoughts so you can see what is in front of you. If we go one more down, somebody got caught up with a proposal. And if we go one more down, there was a third party. So all of this is what you know. And if we even clear all of these out and focus on the top of the deck, the bottom line is you're only going to find clarity while being the hermit. Period. You're only going to find clarity while taking the time that you need to take the time out for yourself and being by yourself to figure out what you want to do in your love life. I hope that made sense. I'm very sorry that it cut out. I didn't realize that, and I wasn't going to reshuffle because the reading got way too good. Leo, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I did get extra cards for you because of that, so you can understand what I was trying to illustrate. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.